camel-toed cocksucker down here who just signed his own death warrant.
Me? Hi, folks. How's it going on a Wednesday? The great state of Georgia. Good to be with you. Let me just say this about that. Boy, I can't even. I'm saturated. I can't even listen to. I can't listen to anybody now on the. It's. I've said it before. It's sane versus insane. They're living in some reality. I can't even. It's this whole thing is such a farce with her, and it's just fucking. I can't even listen to a clip of. You guys are gonna get nothing but like I don't know stories about sports and strippers. I can't do it. I can't have it. I just can't have it. Oh, Jesus Christ! Just fucking stop treating them like they're a legitimate political party, and treat them like they are the enemy, the fucking enemy. Oh my God! All of a sudden, she's the greatest thing ever. Even after these motherfuckers said we can't stand her for almost 4 years. Now we're supposed to believe she's a genius.
When every YouTube ad is her, I have not seen a single Trump ad on YouTube at all.
Of course not. Somebody ought to take out that fucking Google jerk off. Take him out for a ride. I didn't mean physical. I didn't. You know what I'm saying. Ooh, something in my eye. What is that? Oh, it's a Google. It's a letter. Anyhow, yeah, I can't. The fact that they try to kill the other side, they try to kill Trump. If you guys had an ounce of sanity in you, you Democrats, after what this guy has survived while he was president, since he was president, trying to be thrown in jail, shot at, if you had an ounce of fucking integrity, you'd go, I'm giving him my vote, even though I hate him. Otherwise, anything short of that, you're a Marxist, in my opinion, if you vote for this shit. You know what? It was all rigged 20 years ago by the Bilderberg group, or whoever the fuck you want to blame on it. Yeah, except for me. They didn't put me in the plan. I don't know why. I was doing well back then. Got a couple. I was flipping through YouTube last night. My buddy Al Barbaro showed up in Savannah, and he used to come when I was like a year into comedy, 2 years into comedy. I found a clip of me. You guys go on YouTube. You want to have a laugh? I have an Italian mullet that I don't remember having. I must have blacked it out of my mind like a child rape or something. Dude, my hair is down to here. I mean, it's pitch black. I don't remember my hair being that black. Of course, I had 8 pounds of Crisco in it. And I'm wearing like a silk shirt, buttoned to the top. But I was ripping the tits off the crowd at the Comedy Connection in Boston. I remember the night because they were filming me, and that tape got me work on the road for the next 3 years. Go Google it. You'll laugh at me. I don't remember having that much of a fucking greasy Italian mullet. But you can hear the broads in the crowd because I was, 18, 25, whatever the fuck. Anyhow, almost embarrassing, but I was ripping the tits off the crowd, I got to admit. All right, let's get to it. Enough of jerking myself up. Holly involved in a big row, R-O-W-E. Oh, Holly Rowe. No, that's not what I meant. Holly Rowe, the fat blonde who looks like every black guy's fucking wet dream. Oh, my God. She's actually good at her job out of all the women anyhow, sorry, Holly. Acting Secret Service Director. What did I tell you, Dallas? Oh. I'm Ted Knight reporting. Folks, the 2 seconds into the story, the first story, the teleprompter shit the bed. It's been shitting the bed for quite a while now, on and off, but I think it died today. I hope. It's been like Biden. It's just very old. So I'm going to use my crib notes. I like to punch somebody right in the fucking head right now. Whoever invented Apple. I don't know.
That's Android.
Oh, it's Android. How dare I? You're right. Fucking Android. Well, that explains everything. Why the fuck would we have Android anything? Anyways, let's go. Senator Hawley involved in a Senate row. Acting Secret Service Director Ronald Rowe Jr. got into a heated exchange with Senator Very White Josh Hawley. I like this guy. when the Missouri Republican demanded to know why more Secret Service personnel have not been fired. Of course, when he asked Mr. Rowe that, who's the sitting in right now as the head of Secret Service, he said,
I don't know nothing about that.
Hawley said, Hawley appeared incredulous when Rowe indicated that the people who made decisions about the security perimeter at former Trump's Pennsylvania rally and others involved with communications breakdown had not yet lost their jobs. What more do you need to investigate? Hawley demanded. I love when bureaucracy crashes head on with common sense and you see what layers of bullshit. We got to investigate. Everything's ongoing. We got to invest. It doesn't work anymore. That's the question. What more do you need to fucking know? Rowe protested that Hawley was asking him to make a rush judgment. It's been 3 weeks. Yeah. Nobody's been fired. He said, that Rowe said Hawley was asking him to make a rush judgment without thorough investigation of what happened. And let me translate that for you. Thorough investigation means let's get in the back room and figure out how we'd lie about this since we blew it. That's what that means. And yes, it was an inside job. I'll say that till the day I fucking die, which is probably over 2 weeks from today, the way I feel. Let's take a look at Hawley butting heads with the acting Secret Service head.
Is it not prima facie that somebody has failed? A former president was shot.
Sir, this could have been our Texas school book depository. I have lost sleep over that for the last 17 days,
Then
just like you
fire
have.
somebody to
and I will
hold
tell
them
you,
accountable.
Senator, I will tell you, Senator, that I will not rush to judgment, that people will be held accountable.
What a politician.
And I will do so with integrity and not rush to judgment and put people
I can't believe
unfairly
that you
persecuted.
are unfairly persecuted.
Unfairly,
We've got people
sir,
who are
we
dead.
have to be able to have a proper investigation into this, Senator.
You know, I fucking hate the way you make me fucking ride you. Now get the fuck out of here.
That's exactly what he should have said. Isn't that fucking great? Best show ever. Yeah. I mean, seriously, 3 weeks. We're not asking you to tell us what happened even. We know there was a failure. And you know who was working there that day. You know where the marching orders came. You know all that. It is so typical of the left and their never-ending bullshit. They wouldn't have even fired that twat. She'd still be head if somebody didn't, speak up. She should have been fired 10 minutes after that happened. It's fucking insane to me. And we move on now, luckily, like I said, people in the background aren't going to let it go. But can you imagine if this was up to the media and the Dems, that assassination attempt would have happened. Next day, you wouldn't have heard another peep about it. That's how fucking creepy they are. Anyways. Boy, I feel like it's 1860. Let's move on to black on white. Dana White, Bostonian boy who made good, billionaire. He's thin now, huh? It's amazing. When you work 19-hour days, I let guys women get heavy because you're working 19 hours, and he doesn't sit down. Dana White called bullshit on CNN and their DEI hire, I put that in there, anchor woman, about the ugliness of politics. This CNN person is upset that he's talking to in this interview upset Kamala is being subjected to name calling, Just listen to her logic and reasoning. CNN, how the fuck do they still exist? And just listen to her. Stupid questions. She actually thinks that, they're being too rough on Kamala. She can't believe that. Anyways, go ahead.
Oh my God, look what's being said about Kamala. It goes both ways. They're both saying it. And like you said, it's already heated up and gotten nasty. And like you said earlier, it's only going to get nastier. That's politics. It is what it is. And it definitely goes both ways.
I don't know that it's going both ways to have the childless cat lady comment.
Pause. Can you imagine trying to make that argument? It doesn't go both ways. Only she's being picked on. brings up J.D. Vance's quote. What's that got to do with it? What you're talking about? Dana should have said.
Just the facts, man.
Go ahead. Is that it?
A DEI hire?
come on.
Who's calling you think that Vice President Kamala Harris is calling J.D. Vance a DEI hire, Dana?
Pause.
Come on.
What? What does that even mean? Dana should go, he couldn't be a DEI hire. It's a white guy. That made no sense whatsoever. What is your qualifications to sit on national TV? Knee-jerk reaction. Fake smile. Dana's trying to be nice. Wants to reach through the camera and snap her neck in a perfect world. Get her in a, Kimura or whatever. Snap that out. And the other silly thing about the argument is Joe Biden picked her as a DEI hire. Remember, he came out and said, I'm only taking a black female. Imagine? And she's upset because they're calling her a DEI hire. Can you fucking imagine? Just think about that for a sec. It's like black people get upset when they say colored person, but they want to be known as people of color. Honestly, you guys you're insane. I call it linguistic bullying, and it's just insane. And Dana White, of course, called the bullshit on it. Anyways.
But either way, she's going to say other nasty stuff about both of them. It goes both ways.
It goes both ways, just like Kamala used to when she lived in San Francisco as a single woman. Anyways. Hey, folks, if bugs are your worst nightmare, listen up. We're excited to be sponsored by Pesty. Pesty is the do-it-yourself pest control company on a mission to provide pro-grade pest control products at an affordable price. No more waiting all day for the bug guy to show up. Do it yourself in just a few minutes. While other big companies charge hundreds for a cookie cutter plan, Pesty gives you a customized treatment plan based on your location and climate. They even rotate the chemicals used so the bugs don't build up a tolerance. I just used it, right? We do have... it gets a little muggy and you don't know what's living under your house and stuff. And I just used Pesty this past week. I used to spend a ton of money, would have guys come out and I'd spend money on pest control and all that. Pesty saved me so much money. You don't have to be an expert. Pesty's super easy. It takes about 10 minutes to use. It even comes with an electronic sprayer. Now is the time to protect your home from bugs for less with Pesty. Head to pesty.com/DiPaolo. I'll spell that for you, DiPaolo, and use code DiPaolo for an extra 10% off your order. That's pesty.com/DiPaolo, DiPaolo, promo code DiPaolo, so they know I sent you and you get 10% off. Thank you for sponsoring the show, Pesty. Good stuff. Easy stuff. Let's move on, shall we? Maduro trying to steal another one. And no, that's not like a shortstop for the Cardinals. Criticism of Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro mounted Tuesday, a day after electoral authorities declared him the winner in a presidential election that the opposition claims to have won by a landslide. Boy, this is going to sound familiar. Boy, if he doesn't look like a dictator. Is that mandatory, the mustache?
Yeah, it's a Stalin stash.
Yeah, Stalin. Oh, you're right. That's exactly what it is. I was thinking Hussein. I was thinking Saddam. But yes, that's what they... Good point. Or again, a young Greek woman. Oh, Nick, come on. That's all. I know, but I still have to say it. Or Italian. I don't want to offend anybody out there who knows their food. Thousands of ardent opposition supporters gathered Tuesday outside the United Nations offices in the capital, Caracas, to mark what they say was an electoral victory by opposition candidate Edmundo Gonzalez. Maduro's allies, meanwhile, appeared on national television to accuse opposition leaders of being fascist. Does this all sound familiar to you people at all? Opposition leader Maria Corina Machado, standing atop a truck in Caracas. You thought Trump had balls. Jesus, she's just asking to be spanked. Standing atop a truck in Caracas, called on the National Electoral Council, which is loyal to the ruling United States Socialist Party of Venezuela, to release the... Why would you let them... Oh, my God. To release the voting tally sheets produced by every voting precinct after polls closed, asking, why don't you publish them? Sound familiar?
Nothing to see here. Please disperse.
They're not even releasing the...
To see here, please.
The only thing we are willing to negotiate is the peaceful transition, Machado said, as the crowd chanted, we have no fear. I love it. This girl's got... Oh, we get video. I'm sorry. Let her roll.
On TV Monday morning, Maduro claimed paid agitators assaulted electoral agency officers.
We are familiar with this movie, and we know how to face these situations and how to defeat the violent.
73.20%. Shortly after the results of Sunday's election were announced, opposition leader Maria Corina Machado said the opposition won 73.2% of the voting tallies.
Okay. Why wouldn't they release the results, make them public, if that wasn't the truth? I'm sorry. Guys, it's the playbook that the Dems are using. What more do you need to know? Why Fred Mertz is there next to Machado, I don't know. But can you imagine Maduro saying he won the fucking thing?
You're lying. And you're a piece of shit.
Machado and Gonzalez urged their supporters, thousands of whom protested across the country Monday, to remain calm and avoid violence. Again, sound familiar? Their celebration came hours after the Organization of American States lambasted the National Electoral Council for not releasing the precinct-level results. Maduro's closest allies came to his defense Tuesday. National Assembly President Jorge Rodriguez, who is also Maduro's chief negotiator, in dialogues with the U.S. government and the opposition coalition, insisted Maduro was the indisputable winner and described the opposition as violent fascists.
Okay, so can we get past this whole everybody against you is a fascist? Fascist.
Oh, no. God, no. Anybody that disagrees with you is fascist. They were calling me that in my second year in comedy because I liked Reagan or whatever the fuck. Anyhow, well, they will never come to power, Rodriguez said before clapping lawmakers. Venezuela has the world's largest proven crude reserves. Listen to this. This is where we're headed, folks. And once boasted Latin America's most advanced economy, but it entered into freefall after Maduro took the helm in 2013, of course. Plummeting oil prices, widespread shortages, and hyperinflation. Sound familiar? That soared past to 130,000%. I can't even do the math. Sounds like the Weimar Republic or whatever. That means you'd have to back up a currency to get a pack of gum. Yeah. Like a Brinks truck. 130,000% led to social unrest and mass immigration. More than 7.7 million Venezuelans have left the country. I think they're all living in Sacramento. Since 2014, the largest exodus in Latin America in recent history.
Bye-bye.
What does that tell you, you dickheads who are still voting Democrat? It doesn't work anywhere. But it does work, you would say, because look, it's only a few people that control all the people. That's what we want. Keep voting Democrat. Again, folks, you vote like me. I'm just saying. Anyways, for those of you guys on Mug Club, stick around for the second half of my show. Everyone else, go to nickdip.com. Join to get my full show, Steven Crowder's full show, and a whole lot more. And while you're at nickdip.com, click on the tour button. You'll see that very soon, August 9th, I'll be at the Jacksonville Center for the Performing Arts in Jacksonville, Florida. The next night, August 10th, I will be at the Gas South Theater in Duluth, Georgia. So I hope to see you guys out there. And for those of you who are going to stick around for the second half of the show, we'll be talking about another sanctuary city, well, actually my former hometown, fails bigly and turns out to be racist. Another trans woman controversy brewing at the Paris Olympics in boxing. Where do you see these gals / fellas / whatever the fuck they are? Anyways, stick around for that. If you don't, I don't know what to say to you. You're going to miss a whole bunch of shit.
Hi. Good night, everybody.